Welcome back to Across the Goal Line. I'm Luke. As I said just a tad bit ago, I was going to give you guys my predictions for WWE Extreme Rules, which is tomorrow night from Baltimore, Maryland. And without further ado, that's what I'm going to do right now. So, Extreme Rules, tomorrow night, Royal Farms Arena, Baltimore, Maryland. Raw exclusive pay-per-view. We've got 6 matches on the card. It should be an alright pay-per-view, I think. If you have the WWE Network, I hope you're going to watch it. I know I will be tomorrow night. There's probably not going to be anything else on TV, so, I'll be watching the WWE Network. I'll be watching Extreme Rules. Hopefully I get all these matches correct. I really don't keep track of the matches that I do get correct or I get wrong. But without further ado, first match, Noam Dar and Alicia Fox are going to go up against Rich Swann and Sasha Banks. I really don't care for this match. I'm still going to pick a winner though, and I'm going to pick Swann and Banks. I think, with it being a mixed tag match, it really doesn't mean a whole lot, but I think the couple, the duo, the tag team that is more over with the fans, that being Swann and Banks, I think they'll pick up the victory. Who knows if this will lead to Rich Swann getting back into the Cruiserweight Championship picture, or Sasha Banks getting back into the Women's Championship picture on Monday Night Raw. Unless they want to move her to SmackDown, then that'd be fine by me, be my guest on that. But with this match, I'm going to take Rich Swann and Sasha Banks to pick up the victory over Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. The next match, just spoke of the Cruiserweight Championship. Neville, the champion, is going one-on-one against Austin Aries for the 3rd straight pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken. They had WrestleMania, and then they had Payback just a couple weeks ago at the end of April. Well, a little over a month ago now, at the end of April. I'm going to pick Austin Aries again. I did it at WrestleMania, I did it at Payback. Hopefully he gets now Extreme Rules. This match is a submission match. All these matches have to have some type of extreme stipulation. Hence the name Extreme Rules for the name of the pay-per-view. So, Neville, Austin Aries, I'm taking Aries to win. Hopefully he does finally pick up his first championship in the WWE. He's been around the world. He's been around a long damn time in the sport of professional wrestling. Hopefully he wins his first championship in the WWE this Sunday at Extreme Rules. And then the Raw Women's Championship, as I said, this is a Raw exclusive pay-per-view. SmackDown just had theirs a couple weeks ago, Backlash, that saw Jinder Mahal, defeat Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. He is still champion. I think he'll end up losing it, though, in a couple weeks at Money in the Bank in Orton's hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. So in a couple weeks as well. Thinking June 15th or sometime around then, as Money in the Bank is the 18th, I believe, that Sunday. I'll give you my predictions for that, but as of right now, I have Orton winning that match because I do not want to see Jinder Mahal be WWE Champion much longer. But the Raw Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss, is going one-on-one against former Raw Women's Champion Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship. And this is a kendo stick on a pole match. I'm going to take Bliss to retain. I would not be surprised, though, if Bayley does win. I really don't care for the Raw Women's division at the moment. So I'm going to have Alexa Bliss retaining her championship tomorrow night at Extreme Rules. Talking about Extreme, the tag team that really made WWE Extreme, other than ECW back in the day, back in the 90s, but what made WWE Extreme and having extreme pay-per-views and extreme matches is because of this tag team, the current WWE Raw Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys. Matt and Jeff. They were in WWE for the longest time, left in 2009 and 10 respectively. Went to TNA. They just left TNA at the end of 2016. Came back to, well, they went to Ring of Honor there for a short time after that. Rushed their little matchups with the Young Bucks of the Bullet Club, and then they showed up at WrestleMania 33. The Hardy Boys are finally back in WWE. They've been champion ever since WrestleMania 33 when they returned. I think by the way, they're going up against Cesaro and Sheamus. I think they'll win. I think they'll dethrone the Hardy Boys, because this match is a steel cage match. Anything can happen inside that steel cage. It's not like a Hell in a Cell match, but it's still pretty brutal, and they can use anything that's underneath the ring, tables, ladders, chairs. I think all those will be used in this match, because it is the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff. You don't know what's going to happen, what they're going to use, when they're going to use it, but I think all of that will be used sometime in during the match. But I think how the match will end, I think Matt is probably going to jump off the top of the steel cage or off of a ladder, go through a table. He'll become a broken Matt Hardy again, how he was in TNA for the longest time. Well, probably not longest time. Close to a year in TNA. It started in the springtime of last year, up until they left at the end of 2016. So almost a year. He had the broken Matt Hardy gimmick, the character in TNA. The news about that, really, there hasn't been any news about that lately, I should say, because TNA still owns the rights to it. They're in court, but nothing's been said lately. So I think something's up. I think WWE probably bought it off of TNA, and WWE is going to use the broken Matt Hardy character, and something's going to happen with that during the match that will make Matt the broken character, and him and Jeff will go one-on-one for the time being, leading into the near future. So I'm watching the Mets-Pirates game. Josh Bell just homered to right field, so it's 2-1 Mets at the moment. Neil Walker, former Pirate, homered just a tad bit ago to make it 2-0, but now it is 2-1 in the top of the second inning. So I have Cesaro and Sheamus dethroning the Hardy Boys tomorrow night at Extreme Rules. 2 more matches: Dean Ambrose, The Miz, for the Intercontinental Championship. If Ambrose is DQ'd, he will lose his title. I think that will happen. How, I don't know, but I think The Miz will become the new Intercontinental Champion. The Intercontinental Championship tour that The Miz has had. Thank you for all the likes that The Miz has had. Will start over again and hopefully last a long time. Yeah, I have The Miz beating Ambrose. They should have done this before WrestleMania, leading into WrestleMania. I thought, get Renee Young into the fold, with Maurice and Renee Young then going one-on-one. But what they did was The Miz and John Cena and Maurice and Nikki Bella. Cena and Bella have not been seen since WrestleMania 33. John will probably be coming back on the 4th of July, I saw last week. They're obviously engaged now, getting married here sometime soon. Yeah, that's what I think of that match. I really don't care if you can't tell. I'm not really getting into it a whole lot, but I think The Miz will win. And then finally, the main event, a fatal 5-way to determine the number 1 contendership for Brock Lesnar's Universal Championship. You got Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, and Samoa Joe going at it in a fatal 5-way match for that number 1 contendership. And then the winner will face Brock Lesnar at Extreme Rules. At WWE's Extreme Rules, this is Extreme Rules, that's what I'm predicting. At WWE's next pay-per-view for Monday Night Raw, WWE's version of Jerry Lee Lewis's, one of his hit songs, Great Balls of Fire. Yeah, Joe's going to kill you. That's probably going to be your next one. But I think whoever does win this match will not face Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire. I really don't even get into that either. I think that's an awful name for a pay-per-view, especially the WWE. I'm surprised they couldn't come up with something better than that. You know, I could see this being a pay-per-view like for TNA or somebody like a different promotion, but I think whoever does win this match, yes, I am wearing a Seth Rollins sweatshirt. I think he would be a strong favorite. I think Samoa Joe, as well, would be a strong favorite. But then I think Roman Reigns would be the leading favorite to win. But, as I said, I think whoever does win this match will not face Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire. And you want to know why? Well, if you guys remember a guy by the name of Braun Strowman, who has been out of action for the past couple weeks with a elbow and shoulder injury, he's had surgery on it. WWE has said he will be out 6 months after a report that had said he would only be out 4 to 6 weeks. I think what's going to happen, they're going to bring him back, and everybody's going to be shocked out of their damn mind, and they'll have Strowman, Lesnar, Great Balls of Fire, and then what's going to happen with Roman Reigns, they're going to have him win this Sunday, more than likely. And they're gonna have a storyline. Oh, he's gonna win these matches, you know, week in and week out at this pay-per-view. But he's still not gonna get his hands on Lesnar until WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans next April. What's gonna happen at SummerSlam, I think, then is Finn Balor and Seth Rollins went at it last year for the Universal Championship. I think what's gonna happen with that is they'll have Balor face Lesnar then at SummerSlam this year, and hype it as, well, Balor is going back into SummerSlam where he won his first title on the main roster. He's the first ever Universal Champion. Can he get his title back? Because if you remember, he just returned the night after WrestleMania 33, probably about 2 months ago now, and he hasn't got a chance to get back into the title picture. Up until now, he's in this fatal 5-way, but he hasn't had a championship match. So I think they do Strowman, Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire, hype that up, get that hyped up for the network, get some pay-per-view buys, get some network subscriptions, and then SummerSlam they'll have Balor Lesnar, and I will not be surprised if they do put the title on Balor, just because he never lost it. He had to relinquish it due to shoulder injury, and then have Lesnar go away for a while, because the thing that sucks when Brock Lesnar's a champion, he's not there all the time, and supposedly whenever he did win the Universal title off of Goldberg at WrestleMania 33, he would be around more. That has not been the case. He has not been seen in a while. Paul Heyman's was on Raw a couple weeks ago to confront Finn Balor, so there's a sign leading to that possibly. But in the meantime, I think Strowman will face Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire. Balor and Lesnar at SummerSlam. You know, if they have Balor win it, then you'll have your champion on Raw, and then Lesnar comes back, say, Royal Rumble time. You got a Reigns-Balor feud going on, but then you got Lesnar-Reigns. You set that up for WrestleMania 34 next year in New Orleans, because they got a lot of time from now up until, I believe it's April 8th, 2018, when WrestleMania 34 is. So that's what I think. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below if you're watching me on Facebook Live at the moment, or on YouTube. You can also like Across the Goal Line on Facebook. Follow at ATGL on both Twitter and Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well. Twitter is at CoolHandLuke, at CoolHandLuke96, and then Instagram is at Godissart96. It's ISSART96 on Instagram. So that's what I think of WWE Extreme Rules. I'll be back sometime here soon. I don't know what date, so I'm just going to say when I'm on next time. I'll be giving you the results of WWE Extreme Rules, and as I said just a tad bit ago as well, WWE Money in the Bank SmackDown Live pay-per-view on June 18th, I believe it is, from St. Louis, Missouri. I'll be giving you my predictions for that, and then obviously after that I'll be giving you guys the results of that as well. So as I said, I don't know when I'll be on next time, but I'll see you then.